Running is a bit of a mind game. It is horrible. It sucks. It hurts. And it almost never gets better. But you finish your run and suddenly you just feel amazing. You feel invincible. You feel like you are Superwoman. There's something I want to tell you. I'm a mother of 4. I work 3 or 4 jobs and I feel very powerful. And I am not saying sorry for it. It's a scary thing to admit that you feel powerful because it feels like you're inviting people to take it away from you. And for a woman, I think it's particularly scary. I've kind of realised through these spheres of my work that I don't have to be liked by men. And I'm really quite happy with that. I think if you reach a point in your life where you realise that no one in any situation is liked by everyone, then you can accept that people just won't like you. And that's kind of freeing. I mean, I am actually by skill and trade a television presenter, and you'll see I'm not really on television so much at the moment. The last time I said I feel powerful, I was on the front page of the Green Guide in Melbourne. And I even remember the pose that I struck. And that was the shot that they used, me feeling powerful, me feeling formidable. It was probably 11 or 12 years ago. And within 3 weeks, I reckon, of that cover coming out, it all fell apart. So I have these jobs where I have to talk. Radio show, TV shows, writing a column, lots and lots of words. And among those literally thousands of words that I said every week, I said something about an army guy. And I didn't realise that slagging off an army guy is like slagging off Jesus Christ or the Anzacs. Like it's in this country, it is a no-go zone. The thing is, I didn't even slag him off. I just said, he's not my type, because I don't really go for those men. And within minutes of saying that on live TV, people started to call up the TV channel and complain, and then they started to call up radio talkback guys to dob me in. So the shock jocks got in and started to stir up their listeners against me. Their listeners had never heard of me, they'd never watched my show, but they were angry and motivated enough to ring up my station and complain, write letters and turn it into a huge, huge shitstorm. Months of people ringing the TV channel that I worked for, emailing my bosses, going on the Facebook page to threaten to kill me and hurt me, sexually assault me, violently rape me. And it just did not stop. It was so unrelenting. My TV show did get axed. I didn't get renewed for my radio contract, and my job at Foxtel evaporated. So I went from being on the cover of the paper to having literally no work. It was really hard to deal with. There were times during that phase where I actually thought I would be better off to die. I had nothing to contribute. Months and months of feeling in your head, why? Like, why did this happen? Why am I completely unemployed? I was literally silenced. So in that time, I drank a lot. And I felt awful. I've quit drinking a couple of times before. And for the first time, the thing I did differently this time was I told people. And it was confronting. But it was also like, all right, if I tell people and I tell people publicly, then if anyone sees me ordering wine or at the bottle shop, they're gonna know that I have fucked it up. And I don't want that. And I want my kids to be proud of me.
When I grow up, I wanna sail the ships on 1,000,000
I always say that my daughter Anouk saved my life. I got pregnant when I was 25 and I was pretty wild. And getting pregnant just immediately brought me, push, right back down to earth. Anouk looks like my mum, Yoshko. She's the most Asian looking of my children. The others look white. Even when Dee Dee was in my womb, she was herself. She is 17 now. Yeah, I thought you'd like this one.
Well, I told you how much I love tomatoes.
Yeah. I wish I was as smart and savvy when I was her age as Dee Dee is now. She's kind of got a lot of stuff figured out. Mercy, I hope, embodies what the future for young women will be. She's sassy and fearless and smart and bright and extremely funny.
Good kick, sweetie.
I just hope she doesn't get it knocked out of her the way it does to a lot of other young women. 5 years ago, I had my first son. He's just a little slice of heaven and I can't get enough of him. And I love the way that he's so influenced by his older sisters and me, of course, and his beautiful dad. And he's just a unique character. It was such a turning point to quit alcohol. I can't tell you like the difference it's made. My productivity has gone through the roof since quitting drinking. My self-esteem and my power. I started writing books and they were good. And it was like, actually, I'm not completely useless. And it's a bit like running. You don't have to be fast. You don't have to be the best. You just have to put your shoes on and do it. And you're a runner. And that's enough. A couple of years ago, I was offered my job back at Kiss FM, and the podcast that I do, Ladies We Need to Talk, won awards. I've got all this work that is really, really meaningful to me, that I'm proud of. And part of it is I'm compensating for the time I lost from drinking, because I could have done so much in those years and I didn't. And so I'm like sprinting to try to catch up.
Loud. No, it's not. Are you kidding me? This is my volume right now.
My daughter Anouk plays in a rock band called the Nervous Rex with one of the kids she's known since she was in nappies. She's extremely kind. She's always had so much empathy. Last time I said that I felt powerful, my life honestly did come crashing down. Saying it this time, it feels like I'm putting myself out on a limb, but not really. I'm not afraid of social media shitstorms. I can deal with them, been there, done that. The next generation of women, I think, won't be silenced. They're gonna politically agitate, motivate, mobilise, and they're gonna be fierce and loud. Women are allowed to admit that they're powerful, and we're even more powerful when we stick together.